And good morning, College of Winterhold. For those of you who did not see the video uploaded this past Friday, Saturday, had some computer problems, which, as of this moment, have all been resolved. Had our Dark Souls and Skyrim videos get corrupted after recording, so was not able to fix that. But I did fix the issue that caused that. Hooray. Had another issue with the computer I used to edit and upload the videos from. I had to replace that computer with another one. So, give you a little bit of a catch-up. We had to start hitting the books. I was asked to find books that may have information about the object discovered in Sarthal, the giant orb, and traveled to Felglow Keep to retrieve them from Orthorn, a former apprentice at the college. Turns out he stole some books, ran off with a bunch of necromages. So I found the books, and now need to see them return to the college. So we spoke with Maribel Irvine about it, went to Urag. He told us about the books, about Orthorn. We went to Felglow. We found Orthorn trapped in a cage. We freed him. And then we also retrieved the books as well. So now we're back at the college after a good night's sleep, some nice breakfast. We're going to return those books. So, as I said, welcome back to Skyrim. Welcome back to the college. Alright, we're going to just head to the Arcanium. Now also, when we woke up this morning, the three apprentices that were there with us when we first joined were all talking about they needed help with something, so we may speak to them. Possibly. You know, we'll see. Alright. Urag.
I don't want... Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
Hey, speaking of collection, here are the books that went missing.
Well, and you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Maribel if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
All right, we got Racial Phylogeny, daughter of the Nibbin. 2920, Volume 9, HearthFire. Catalog of weapon enchantments. Response to Barrow's speech. Okay. The Black Arts on Trial. Okay, so looks like we got some books. Let's see. We're good on that.
Fight well.
Indeed. Maribel's here. Okay, let's check out our books, see if there's anything new. Conjuration up, but we don't use it. Weapon enchantments. Hey, enchanting increased. Now, if I did level up and choose perks and all that, and, you know, skills or whatever, I don't remember. So apologies there. Alteration up, noise. And then we got Racial Phylogeny. There it is. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. Destruction, noise. Illusion, also noise. Okay, so we're good on that. We could probably sell some of these books if I'm being honest. Yeah.
You need a book? You talk to me. Assorted books, scrolls. I'm sure you'll find something.
Oh, wrong thing.
Assorted books, scrolls.
That's what I wanted.
I'm sure you'll find something useful.
Okay. Get rid of those. Maribel just nodding.
Fight well.
Thank you. Okay, so we did the level up. All right. So, what do we level? I'm gonna say Magicka. Alright, let's see how we're doing in on destruction here. Mastery's 2 of 2. We're okay there. Elemental spells and effects cost 30% in favorable weather. Fire spells. Oh, okay. I got you. Alright. How are we looking up here? Fire spells reduce the fire resistance of their targets. That could be interesting. Definitely. Restoration, alteration, of course. Potential there. Smithing, is this the Dwarven? Yeah, autocannon. Enchanting might be a good shout to pick. Deathblow. Trap 5%, recharging the weapon. Creatures, not people. Okay. Oh, let's go over here. Scrolls are 2% more powerful. Maybe? Alright, let's see. The one-handed. Doing okay there. 1 of 3 there. Everything else I don't really plan on using. Light armor. Good. Wearing all light armor. Regenerate up to 10% of your maximum stamina per second. I like that. No longer need to wear a helmet. If you are not wearing a helmet, light armor pieces have 20% increased armor rating. Which means that we could take that and not need the helmet. And also not need that as well. Okay. We'll do this. We'll take that. And we will take our helmet off. Yep. And we will just do that. There we go. We get to see our boy in his full splendor.
If you want a book from here, you go through me.
The Nightmare of Hair has had his hair tamed a bit in his old age. Okay. So, currently, quest-wise, we've been asked to mention the Night of Tears Tolfdir. So let's go track down Tolfdir.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Okay. Yeah, the Arcanium got some cool stuff. There's a study station. Sarthal excavation. Oh. Look at me.
Eleanor,
Yeah, so those are the rings that we had to pick up while we were there.
When books are strewn about here and there,
Other items.
makes it impossible to determine if a book's been checked out.
Artifacts collection. Better not touch them.
I'm sorry. It's just the professors come in here and scatter the books without any
A relic.
concern for the person who has to clean up.
Also nice.
I thought it might.
Intricate piece of artwork by an unknown religious scholar.
More efficient
Okay.
If I waited until the end of the day to put the books back on the shelf.
And shall I be forced to wait until the end of the day as well?
Mundus, yeah. Okay. Alright, all kinds of nice goodies right there. Alright, let's see if we can find Tolfdir. Is he around? He's over here. One doing their classes, doing their work.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
So, Urag suggested I come see you.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
Well, yeah. Found a certain book, Night of Tears.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before.
Perhaps you have
Aliad,
come across
Grandma,
something like this
Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am,
yes.
given my extensive
Sorry to-
years of experience. But can you feel that? this marvelous object. It practically radiates magicka. And yet it's
How are you,
unlike
Dravis?
anything I've felt before.
What do you want?
Archmage
Why
Arum is
should I
already
want
hard at work.
anything? Why
Hopefully
can't I
we'll have
simply be
more
sociable
information
with my
soon.
colleagues?
I'm afraid I
busy
must
now.
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate
Fine.
immediately.
Have a nice
This
day.
is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time.
Indeed.
When we can avoid interruption.
Yeah.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
I don't understand what's going on.
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Sigil Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Aren't you just an advisor here?
Technically, that is true, but I still report to the Aldmeri Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved.
Don't really have a lot of experience with Thalmor, but the one that we are dealing with, we don't really like. Okay.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Well,
The Sijiks have come for you again. I wonder if they'll be a little less cryptic this time.
yeah, that would be nice. All right. Head upstairs to the Archmage's quarters. See, you know, if there's... Oh, teleport. He is a wizard, after all.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
Oh, here we go again.
It is good to meet you in person.
So what's going on? What happened to everyone?
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
Okay. So, if this is dangerous, then why don't you do something about it?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Sijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
Okay. So what exactly is the problem?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
Okay. So what do you expect from me, then?
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Okay, and who is this who is the Augur of Dunlane?
He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different.
All right, and where can I find this Augur?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here.
Well.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
So what did the Psijic want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Well, have you ever heard of the Augur of Dunlane?
Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Okay.
Well, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Okay. So I'm thinking we need to find Tolfdir. Because good old Savos
It's
mentioned
no
him.
secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
Alright. Just head back down. Arcanium. See what we can find here. Not the Arcanium, actually. Back down even further. All of the elements. That's the place. That's the ticket. Like I said, not in the Hall of the Elements. In the Arcanium.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose.
Tolfdir.
Always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
Yeah. You ever heard of the Augur of Dunlane?
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
And where is the Midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the Augur of Dunlane?
Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident.
What accident?
Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you? I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed. Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about how that must feel. Or I suppose, if he can feel at all.
Interesting. You have any water by chance?
Of course.
Oh, yeah. All right.
All right, then.
Indeed. Oh, knocking things over. Okay. Just before we do that...
No one's heard from the Psijic Order in so many years. Hard to believe one would just suddenly show up here.
So, one of the guys who was there with us when we first showed up, he asked you know, for us to help him. So, something wrong?
Yes, but it needs to be kept quiet. I may have entered into an agreement with Enther. He had something I needed, so I traded him something of mine. It was a mistake, and now I want back what I gave him. It's an amulet that belonged to my family, and I never should have given it to Enther. But he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back.
Okay. Got a little request.
I care little for
Talk to Enther.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
Who is not
Please don't
around
bother the
here
Archmage unless it's absolutely
that I can
necessary.
see? Okay. So.
The Midden sounds like great fun. Let's go there. What could possibly go wrong?
I like your attitude, Lucian. Okay. So we found ourselves way up top of the college.
Edmund may have been an idiot, but he seems sincere enough. I think we should help him.
You think so? Okay. Trust your judgment so far on a lot of these things. This will head down to the Hall of Countenance. Doesn't appear that anyone that we are looking for is here. A little bit of enchanting, eh? A note. S. I had to pull more than a few strings to get this to Skyrim, given recent events. Hope it gets to you in one piece. If not, I'm sure you can work it out after a... Oh. Rummage in that arcanium of yours. N. Intrigue. Let's see, just real quick, if there's anything we can disenchant that would be nice, like this. It's more of a fear one, yeah. Alright, let's look at some enchantments. Some actual enchantments, though. That really won't help us, I don't think. Destruction. Regen, damage. Soul trap, alchemy, fire damage, yeah. Yep. Okay, that won't work on any of those items. So let's look at magicka damage. Nothing. Okay, we'll just get out of here for now. Maybe come back to that later. Speaking of. Some teleport orbs. Interesting. And a big bloody box. Okay. Some alchemicals. This tome contains a catalog of Tamrielic flora and fauna with alchemical indications, with information regarding location, abundance, and properties. Oh, nice. Little printing press. Shelves are filled with exotic ingredients and substances ready for experimentation. Hey. Some pearls, okay. All kinds of little goodies about alchemy. Like it. Tome describes a novel combination of enchantments and spells drawing from various schools of magic to maintain subjects in a state of suspended animation. What is this, all the conjuration stuff? Anatomy of modern Nords with their Morin ancestors. Oh, restoration. Better not touch them. Feel much fresher. Hey, we cleaned up. Okay. Just, checking out some goodies. The mod we're using adds a lot of goodies, so No reason to not check some of the stuff out while we're here. Okay. Just a lot of Dwemer. Yeah, Dwemer automatons, speculation, power sources. Okay. Someone sleeps there. And there. And there. Alright. We'll just head on down. More quarters, I would assume. Back outside. Alright. I know where the midden is. It's around... Okay, yeah, passed it up. I knew it was outside. Well, something's that way. Could have sworn there was a little door to get in the midden, and it was on the left side here. Yeah. You big... I had it right the first time, wrong the second time. Okay. Alright, so just be ready. Alright. Smelting. Anvil. Could make some items. I mean, it makes sense for the college to have at least some sort of smithing, but didn't really take any of them for smiths. Alright, that goes somewhere. A little tanning rack. Okay, okay. Forge. Proper forge. A smelter. Anything we can break down is what I'm really looking for. Yeah, we'll get some steel from the ringmail hood since we don't need it. Okay. Iron ore, yeah. Gold earrings. Nah. I think they're a bit more valuable to us as earrings. Okay. So. Just be on the ready. A little sign of sorts, I guess, for the forge. Yeah, blacksmith. Okay. Sort of altar. Careful. Interesting. Quite interesting. Appears like, you know, a sewer. The light coming through. A little strange. Hall of Countenance. There's a back door? Sure enough, there is. Huh. Okay. Couple of ways in. Couple of ways out. Just get the lay of the land. So, you know, just a little quick way through all of that. Excuse me. All right. Wine bottles. Let's get this back up here. Something from somewhere made a noise. Heading back outside. Okay. Just keep moving, grooving, doing her thing. much for the oil. Oh, great. Where's it at? There it is. Okay. A little thirsty, a little hungry. Just salts and ladles. It's quite a maze they've got here. Alright, things are looking quite interesting. What do we have here? Ritual must be performed after midnight in the light of the Revenant. Interesting. A lot of craziness down here, Lucian. Like the required item. Okay. That's candles. Shroomage. Okay. Nothing over here. Hear that music. Oh. Well. Go get him. I said, go get him. There we go. Boom. There we go. All right. Didn't really mean to shoot that, but that's okay. Take those. Some ruins. Acquiring some form of key, which we do not have. Okay, yeah, this place just kind of really opened up. Been dark. Now it's getting interesting. Okay, altars are getting a little bit different. Oh, careful now. Careful now. Okay. A bit of that. A bit of this. Trusty flames. Oh, crap and a pita. Well. Sorry about this, Lucian, old boy. Seem to have gotten into a slight pickle. But we're not dead. Ah, hey. Lucian made it down. Excellent. Okay. Well, potential shortcut. Oh. Couple spiders. Lucian, you okay? There you go. I believe in you. Not much on them. Just spider webs. Nah. I mean, it is weakness to fire and all that, but, you know. Not too worried about that at the moment. Alright. Back to being a little dark. Just clean that up. Okay. Couple steps. Now this is looking interesting. some noise, though. Doesn't seem we have the proper objects to interact with this. Deal with that. Waybo demons. Careful, careful. There was something there. Go high. No, not really. Okay. Keep going. Some more bones down there. A little alchemy station. Okay. Bring that up a skosh. Alright, now what are we dealing with here? Did we come through this way? Nope, this is the way to go. We came through this way. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
Okay. The Augur of Dunlane. So, you're the Augur of Dunlane.
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek.
Okay. And what is it I'm seeking?
You seek that which all who wield magic seek. Knowledge. You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others.
So I'm not the first to come see you?
No, though you may be the last. The one who calls himself Ancano has sought my knowledge as well, through very different questions. Your path differs from most. You are being guided, pushed towards something. It is a good path, one untraveled by many. It is a path that can save your college. I will tell you what you need to know to follow it further.
Okay. Okay. What do I need?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your archmage.
Okay.
That augur fellow must have been quite the mage to do that to himself. Anyway, next on the list, a staff belonging to Magnus himself. Easy.
Or so it would seem, Lucian. So it would seem. Alright. Now, curious though, you know, just on a couple of things we found down here. But we do need to head back Excuse me for the hiccups. And out. Still have, you know, the request to take up. Let me look at something here. That goes to that. Yeah, quite a few ways out. Yeah. It requires a key to some ruins. That's right. Quite interested in finding that. Delve into some ruins of Winterhold. Could be interesting. This thing, which requires some stuff. Necromancer's Moon. This conjuration. Don't need it, don't care for it. A ruby. Fire salts. An Atronach Forge manual. Just gonna give this quick little glimpse. Fuse clues, you built it, unlock it. Large dais. It's crude. Date rune. Offering box is attached. Spherical object. Okay. Consumes the items. Conjured a wild goat. Well, most of the goat at least. Atronach. Conjured brutes will attack. The first thing to see, however. Be ready for battle. So, if we want to conjure some Atronachs, ruby, so it needs a jewel and some sort of ingredient. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So we got plenty of this. We got plenty of ingredients. Let me just... Not that. Just skim back through. So some sort of that plus... Okay. Just... We're not going to go with those. Oh, wrong button. Again. Alright. Just so we can, you know, experiment a little bit. We'll throw in not our most valuable. We'll throw in one of these. And some sort of ingredient. We'll throw in a flower. Just, or actually, let's not do that. Let's throw in some vampire dust. Oh, and it needs some sort of orb. Okay. Alright, we'll just take those back then. Yeah. Okay, it was worth a shot, but my dumb self. And then that right there. I mean, it's getting late. You think we should wait around a little bit, Lucian? Yeah, let's wait around a little bit. Because it said after midnight, so we'll just go 7 hours. Just hang out, tell stories, things of that nature, and see what happens. I could have sworn I heard something. Maybe it was just Lucian. Okay. So, first things first, let's just get a bit of that, bit of food. I only have water to drink. That's fine. I have no empty grand soul gems. I don't feel like stealing any. Okay, grand soul gems. If I happen to remember that, then cool. If not, you know, hey. It's alright. Alright. Just keep heading out. Head back up, I believe. Nope. back this way. It's been a while since I've been in the Midden, so I don't remember all the ways, plus mods seem to have added and changed up some things about it, which I'm totally cool with. I'd rather not know exactly where to go and all that other stuff. Okay. So.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Alright, good talk. Let's see if Savos happens to be in his quarters. Will not greet him with sword and fire in hand. Alright, he's not here. Not here. Probably should have looked before I walked in. But, you know, for immersion purposes. Alright, heading to the Arcanium. Got above us. One of our quests, because we have a couple. Oh, careful. There's Inther.
Let me give you a bit of advice. If you want to work on something that's not officially allowed, don't tell anyone you're doing it. There are some experiments the college frowns on, if they're aware of them, of course.
So, I understand you have something of Onmund's. He wants it back.
Oh my, how precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he sent you. I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onmund knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So, there's nothing more to be said.
Well, there must be something I can do to change your mind.
Look how persistent you are. Charming, really. Onmund gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right, I'll tell you a little story. Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual was looking to acquire a particular staff. Let's also pretend that he traded some valuable items for said staff. And it was only later that it was realized that this individual might misuse such a staff. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. Are you following me?
Yeah? What's your point?
You're not very good at this, are you? Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea, so I'd like the staff back. Understand now?
Okay, so you won't let Onmund out of his trade, but you want out of yours.
It's an entirely different situation. I don't expect you to comprehend the nuances of these matters. Regardless, I'm making you a very simple offer. You get me the staff, and I give you Onmund's precious amulet. Do we have a deal?
Okay. So you want your staff back?
Yes. I thought we'd gotten past that bit already. Onmund's amulet in exchange for my staff.
Alright. I'll get the staff.
Finally, we have an agreement. I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact.
Well, Enthyr's clearly a terrible person.
Till next time.
We'll have to play
I'm
along
sorry.
if we're going to help Onmund.
It's just the
Let's go
professors
and get
come
a
in here
staff.
and scatter the books without any concern.
Well,
for the
he's
person
clearly a
messing it
terrible
up.
person.
I thought it might be more efficient if
I
I
love
waited
Lucian.
until the end of the day to put the books back on the shelves.
And shall I be
Alright.
forced to wait until the
Various
end of the day
items.
as well?
Interesting imagery.
I will need to have a word
Even with the college's laid-back attitude,
Alright.
there are still some things
So we got a
that
couple
are
of
off
things to do.
Yes?
So, just to show you here. So, Enthir insists that Onmund sold him the amulet in question, and he will not go back on a trade. If, however, I can recover a particular staff for Enthir, he'll give me the amulet. I'll need to search Cragwallow Slope for the staff. And then, of course, after speaking with coroner from the Sigil Order, and being warned of the danger of keeping the Eye of Magnus at the college, I sought out and talked to the Augur of Dunlane, who lives in the midden underneath the college. The Augur told me that I'll need to find the Staff of Magnus, and to give that information to my superiors immediately. Okay. So let's give the information to the superiors. This is what I'm thinking first. Not that. This.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yes, yes, Maribel, yes, yes. Okay. He's hanging out by the eye. Alright, we'll have a chit-chat.
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
Yeah, we know, we know. Have some important information for you.
Really? And what might that be?
So we need to find the Staff of Magnus.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
Well, it's connected to the orb we found.
And how do you know of this?
Spoke with the Augur of Dunlane.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the Staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
You mean me, don't you?
I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Okay, got a little gift out of it. Alright, let's see what that is. It's the Mage's Circlet. Increase your magicka by 40 points. Quite useful. Quite useful. Now, I don't know if circlets count against us in our thing, but it's not really our style to wear a circlet anyway. Alright. Quite useful. So, right now, it's late. We need some sleep, some rest. Of course, breakfast in the morning. And then what we'll do, we'll set out, talk to Mirabelle, but we'll also go see if we can track down this staff as well. A couple staffs, actually. So, let's go to bed.